MATLAB session. We can use the plot tool in MATLAB to plot the data in 2D and 3D interactively. We can do the same thing using programmatically, writing programs in MATLAB using as a script, as a function, or writing those commands as a part of MATLAB command in command window. For example, if you would like to plot the data here in the 2D, we need to generate the 2D matrix. I write over here as n is equal to 20. This is the variable. And for an example, if I declare a variable y is equal to rand of n, and here the axis over is so for us 2. Now if I plot the data, plot y. So this is going to basically plot the data of y as the y-axis and the index on the x-axis. So basically plot of y against the index. If you would like to plot this with the time, so what we can do over here is, let's first of all talk this so that we can realize the difference. Now, for an example, if I would like to declare a time using linspace function. So linspace is basically, it declares a variable between the range and the specified range, and within that steps that we define over here. For example, if I would like to have between 1 to 2 and in the steps of 0.01, I do this and then I say plot t comma y. In order to plot the data between two variables t and y, what do we need is these should be of the same vector length. So let me define y again as rand1, and then let's say over here t is equal to linspace between 0 to 20, and it should be, for example, if it goes to 0.01 and in the steps of n. Let me plot between t and y over here now. So as we can see, the same data on the y-axis now is against the time axis. For example, if I would like to plot the data let me declare another variable, which is the filtered version of the data y. So if I write over here as 1, 1, and then 1, 2, and on y, basically. And then I say plot y1. So this is going to change the plot over here, and now it is between the y and y1. For example, if I would like to do with the t and y1, so this is the plot between the y-axis and the time on the x-axis with the same indexing. As we can see that we can add a legends also. So title, let me give the title first of all this as graph of time and y. So this is going to put a title over here. We can label also. So we can say x label as t. We can label the axis also. So let's say x label, and the x-axis over here is time, and y-axis over here is amplitude. So the time is going to come here over here and amplitude is going to come over here. Now for an example, when I say plot t y, so this is going to change everything, all the settings that we did. If you would like to keep the multiple plots on the same figure, we need to use the hold on option. So let me give this x level time and y level amplitude over here. The graph is between y and t. So let me say hold on and let's say plot y1. So this is going to plot the y1 against time on the same level. We can give um, legends also. So let's say legends. I say y and y1. Okay. Yep. Sorry. So it's going to come over here y and y1 as well. There are multiple options that we can put inside a plot function as an argument. For example, we can decide the line type and the marking side also. As we have seen before, there are multiple ways of looking at the doc. For example, if I just press F1 over here, so this is going to give me the option. So there are multiple options that we can put with the plot and linspace to define the range. We can have the multiple way the axis design on this, and also the line type and the marker type basically over here. So you can see line type and the marker type. So all those options we can see here, specify and line style. For an example, if I would like to use the linspace marker as the circle or the plus sign, and as the line style as the dashed, so I can do something like this. Let me do over here as dash dash and plus. So here, this is as we see in the graph, it is going to do the similar settings over here. If you would like the hold on settings to be disabled, so you can say hold off. Now, for example, now if you write plot t and y, the effects that we just put on the plot graph is going to disappear. Please see the documentation as well for the multiple options with the plot. For an example, you can set the color over here as, suppose for an example, blue. It is blue only. So let's see as red. So the color is going to become red. So with the linspec marker dash line style and the color, you can play with a lot of other options. Right now, we see the access limit is defined by the linspace, the function that we have seen, or by default, it's going to take the limits. Now, for example, if you would like to set the limits on your own, so the access is the command for that. So once I do that, it's going to result out a vector matrix, basically, one row matrix over here. In that case, we can define the axis as well. So axis to define, you have to write as maximum, for example, 0 to, if I say x min, x max, and y min, y max. So I define x min and x max as 0.02, and then y min and y max I define as, for example, -1 to 2, and then close it. So this is going to set the new access limit. We can say grid on. So this is going to have the grids over here. Or if you would like to say remove this grid, you can say grid off as well. Additionally, we can put multiple axes on the same plot figure. The command for that is subplot. This is different from the hold on and hold on option. So the hold on basically puts the multiple plots on the same figure and the same axis. But if you would like different plots on the different axis on the same figure, in order to do that, you'll have to use the command subplot. So subplot over here, what I would like to do is to divide the grid in two rows and one column, and specify where the first plot would go to the axis. And then I would say plot t comma y, and then again I say subplot 2 and 2, and then I say plot t comma y1. So on the same plot figure, that's the same figure 1, here you have two different plots. So here on the same figure you have two different plots. That means two different axes. This is different by means of the hold on command, that the hold on command will put the two different plots on the same axis, but here the axes basically are different. So this is how it is different from the hold on command. We can also specify the graph type also. For that, what we can do, we can go to the documentation, clicking on the function, and then let's go to the plot functionality. We can, for example, I have it over here as graphics, and then 2D and 3D plots, line plots. You have a different categories, different types of plots over here, or I can select it from here also. So for example, if I would like to type the histograph plot, so hist, so let's say hist put over here. So histogram plot, the hist plot, and right over here as hist, and then y. So the second plot on the same figure is going to be plotted as the histogram.